CBS 46 News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Good morning and welcome to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Megan Packer in for Karen Greer. Today we are discussing the top scams you need to be aware of so you don't get taken. We are advocating for you to make sure no one gets your hard-earned money this holiday season. First up, it's the revenge porn scam. Our Better Call Harry says anyone using a computer is at risk.
We have a victim, it's me.
As manager of communications for the Better Business Bureau, it's Dottie Kalina's job to warn the public about scams. But this is different because this time she's a victim. Take a look at these. Kalina got 4 emails from someone claiming to have hacked her computer and activated her webcam, recording her as she watched and surfed for porn. The email states, "Let me tell you, I actually installed a software on the Adult Video Clips porn material website, and do you know what? You visited this website to have fun. You know what I mean."
And they're threatening to send it to everyone I know, including my church, my place of business, all my friends, to show what I have allegedly been doing, unless I pay them immediately in a digital currency that can't be traced.
That virtual currency would be Bitcoin. And the scammers have raised their ransom demands for Kalina to now pay $7,000. The email threats keep coming, even though
Our IT company for the Better Business Bureau would block any inappropriate website, so there's no way that I could be looking at this even if I wanted to.
Ironically, the email arrived in Kalina's inbox just a few weeks after she wrote a media release about the spike in revenge porn scams reported on the BBB's Scam Tracker. The email also included part of an old password Kalina once used. How they got it is a mystery, but if it happens to you, don't lose your cool.
So if you got something and it had an actual password of yours, you would probably freak out. I'm telling you, don't. Just go and start changing your passwords.
Based on the grammar used, the BBB believes the scammers are overseas. If you've never visited a porn site, you have nothing to fear. But even if you have, Kalina has this advice.
Don't fall victim to these threats. If you do, you'll never get your money back, and then you're set up again to be a continuous victim.
All right, so joining me to talk more about this is Mike Boynton with the Better Business Bureau serving Atlanta, Athens, and Northeast Georgia. Mike, you received one of these emails recently.
Actually, I did. Not only myself, but several of other staff members received this exact same email threatening to expose and share with your neighbors and coworkers that you've been on these suspicious sites. So it's active in our market.
So they're trying to trick you, saying, we know what you've done, where you've been, pay up, and we won't tell anyone what you've been doing.
You're right on target. That's exactly right. And they're thinking, they're relying upon you to panic. So there's 2 or 3 things we advise consumers. First of all, don't panic. Don't overreact to this. They are always going to be demanding, then they will cease and desist if you immediately pay them. So second thing, don't pay. Don't pay a cent. And obviously don't give out any kind of personal information or respond to it at all. Just delete the email.
Now, should we report this if you get an email like this?
You know, certainly report it to the BBB, BBB Scam Tracker. Go online to our website, bbb.org, Scam Tracker. That way we'll share that information with the consumers in our area to help warn consumers about this.
Kind of ironic that the BBB folks are getting this email.
It is. So I think that says that all of us are susceptible to this. So you always have to be on your guard.
And how are the scammers choosing who they target with a revenge porn scam?
That's a good question. We wish that we knew that, and we would all be a lot safer for that. So it's just, so you never know about the emails, the phone calls that you get, any kind of communication like that. So just always beware of any kind of threatening emails or phone calls.
Okay, so let's reiterate the steps you need to take if you do receive any emails, threatening or otherwise. Again, don't panic, don't pay, and you mentioned it, don't give any of your personal information.
Absolutely.
All right, much more to come, Mike. Thank you. We are just getting started on this edition of Public Affairs on Peach. This time of year, you want to give back, but how do you know if the money you donate to a charity goes to where they say it's going? What you need to know up next.